Hello, welcome to this week's video. Now, something a bit different this week. As you'll probably notice, we're not in my studio. I'm in John's studio because he's asked me to come round and look at these two rather snazzy guitars that he's got. And I've been rushing around like a blue-arsed fly all day, and so I don't know anything about them yet. I've literally just arrived and set up the camera, so I'm going to find out at the same time as you do. So what have we got here?
Well, what we've basically got is two patch Eggle Telecaster TS styles, which I can't stand that term. I always think they're just Telecasters, to be honest. But
well, you can't say Telecaster.
No, I know you can't.
Fender.
You should say it. They're a cool thing. So basically, you made this one first as a bit of a prototype, which is a one-piece body Swan Patch Telly, which is pretty lightweight.
Nice bit of wood.
Yeah, and he's done a few things that are a bit quirky. He seems to have sort of made them a bit more rounded on the edges, so it's less of a slab of wood and it's a bit more crafted. And then I quite like some of the features that he's put. I really like the reverse switch in the back, which I thought was pretty cool.
I was looking at that thinking that looks different.
It's a bit weird when you first start playing it.
Let's have a look at one of the other million Telecasters over here. Oh yeah, it's normally, I was thinking, why is that a bit different?
It's just a bit, I think it was the thing that I saw it years ago on a guy playing one back in the 60s, and he'd switched it round.
I have seen that before,
so you can sort of swell on the front volume, which is pretty cool. Cutaway tailpiece there, so you can get the hand in, which is, I think, is pretty much what Danny Gatton was doing.
Yeah.
This one, when he did mine, I asked him to sort of bend the switch down so you could get your hand on it a little bit.
That's better. Like my Danny Gatton's.
Yeah, that's the same as my Gatton, so I sort of stuck with that. Swell on this is a bit more linear, so it really swells from, you sort of got scope all the way through, tone as you know it. The thing that's quite quirky about this, which I really like, is the front humbucker, which is these Mojo pickups.
So it looks like a pair of Telecaster pickups.
Well, it's interesting. This one was the first ones the guy made, and then he changed it to that style to make it look more like a humbucker, but they are actually the same thing.
It almost looks like a Gretsch pickup.
Yeah. It's sort of P90 sort of feeling
retro-y.
pickup. Yeah, so it looks quite cool. But you can also split coil it, which is pretty cool. I wanted mine in shell pink. I've had a bit of a thing about pink this year. I found you fancy.
And it's kind of cracked.
Yeah. Well, I found out apparently how they get that is they put it in a fridge. They paint them, and then overnight they put them in a fridge, and it cracks it and makes it age. And this one is aging more. I've only had it a few weeks now. I've gigged it once. I've used it on a few sessions, and it's sort of cracking up more and more.
Well, it has been cold, I suppose.
Yeah, it has been pretty cold.
Is this roasted?
Yeah, the roasted maple with 6105 fret wire. So you can.
That's the biggest stuff.
Yeah, it's big chunky stuff, which I've sort of got in my Gatton. Sort of quite clubby 54. I quite like this because he sort of copied my 56. So up here it's a bit narrower, and down here it's a bit more clubby. So.
Well, let's hear it then.
So.
This is through a Tone King Imperial.
I've been experimenting with amps this year, so I was using the Koch amp, which I've been absolutely...
Which we went to, well, I didn't go with you, but we were both the same.
we both went to the concert. I sat at the back and you were down the front, weren't you? So,
well, sat right at the front.
If
you sort of looked at my channel, I was sat right at the front, photographing it, videoing him.
You went to the tech bit first, didn't you?
And I went to the nerdy Q&A bit.
I missed the nerdy bit. I think I did that on the Monday.
No, you should have done.
With a geek up.
So let's hear the front pickup then, and then coil tap it. So coil taps it.
So at the moment, that's not coil tapped. So yeah, obviously then that's split coil, so you can go that. It'll do that sort of stratty thing if you want it. The thing that clean back it off.
So you mean it's more linear, it's not...
Yeah, I know that the guy who makes the pickups does his own capacitors as well, so I think that's something to do with that. He does the electrics from Patrick. Obviously off and then on the back. Oh no, don't give us all a cold.
Allergic to cold. You know what it is? I'm allergic to your cat. That's what it is. I've just realised. I'm stupid. I forget.
Yeah,
I'm allergic
you did
to cats.
stroke. And you did stroke the cat. Don't you own a cat though?
Yeah.
There's some logic in this.
I'm not allergic to my own cat.
Back pickup. Honky. Someone do that lick, Tom Steve.
Yeah.
I don't know what, I should stop
Maybe
playing
I'm
that.
allergic to that
I'll
lick.
change the lick. Yeah, I think it's that lick. Didn't you teach
It's
me
not
that?
the cat.
I thought you taught me that lick.
It's probably I'm allergic to it. This headstock, does he put that on all his guitars?
Yeah, and he actually does that himself. So he's real sort of hands-on, finishes everything off himself, so he does all the logo and stuff. I wanted a black headstock, because obviously doing festivals and stuff like that, it's quite nice to have a guitar where the headstock sits out, because I've been using that Harm this year, where he painted the headstock, and I just thought it looked quite cool. And I spoke to Patrick about it and said, look, I'm going to be using this on a lot of session stuff and bits and bobs, a lot, something that sticks out.
Where's he based?
She's based up in Wales.
Oh.
So he's not that local.
No. Not local at all. What's this other one then?
The other one is basically the same kind of thing. This one, same weight. I have actually weighed them, I've nerded it up.
Oh, let me
let
me guess. £6.
Very good. Very good.
Ounces. What is it?
It's just over 6. It's just 14, I think it was, or 6.15. But they're both 6. So I think
It sounds slightly faster than that. Oh,
Yeah.
is that because it's on the humbucker?
it's on the humbuck on the front. Gotta stop playing that lick and make you sneeze again. That's single chord. Then a little bit up. That big up.
Is that slightly higher output than that one? That sounds like
Yeah.
it's driving the amp a bit more.
I think this one's a bit more higher gain, so pickups. You made
And have you told the missus that you got both?
No,
of
I
these?
haven't told them. I hope she's not going to watch this channel, watch this interview, because last
They're not
time
yours though, are
no,
they?
they're not mine. They're yours. I borrowed them off you.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
the last gig, you didn't help me out with that too much in front of about 100 audience. I think it was like, oh, Tom.
No, that wasn't me. But I know my wife doesn't watch this channel, so just say they're mine.
So yeah, so we're both covered on all
Yeah.
aspects. We should be well in. You know.
So you can buy these, can you?
Yeah,
You have to
can
get
buy-
custom made.
Yeah, they're OZ. I think the model's called OZ.
And what? How much are they roughly?
I think they vary in cost from about 4 upwards.
Right.
So they're high-end spec guitars. But I think the thing that Patrick does, which I really like, he's very, he doesn't make a lot of guitars of that a year. I think he's making about 180 odd.
Oh, right.
So
I
he's-
didn't realise.
Yeah,
that.
so he doesn't make loads of guitars. You can sort of deal with him if you want to. And I think he's one of those genuine guys. He's not about the money. He wants to build good instruments, and he wants the person to be playing it to get a lot from playing the instrument. And I think that's really dear to his heart. I
think the first one I saw being played was Big Jim Sullivan.
Yeah, he did play them, didn't he?
Yeah, I think that was the first ones I ever saw, and that must have been 30 years ago.
Yeah.
And I remember the very first time I saw him playing with Willie Austin, and he had. I went in the pub in Arundel, the Swan,
Yeah.
and I walked in, and there's Willie's singing. He's got a great voice, hasn't he?
Yeah, fantastic.
And then there was this bloke playing the guitar, and I think I was about 16, hiding my beer, as I wasn't supposed to be drinking. And this guitarist started playing, and I was like, "What? What's this all about in a pub?"
Yeah.
This Patrick Eggle. I don't know if he had the Patrick.
Was
Eggle
it called
there.
a Berliner? Is it a Berliner?
Yeah, I think something like that.
Something like that.
Not
wasn't it?
Berliner, isn't that
Oh.
cake or something?
I think that was actually the head of music from was the head of music at Stenny's High School actually.
But he but it looked like a teaspoon on him. It was more of a Paul Reed Smith
Yeah,
type
that's
looking
right.
thing.
Yeah.
And I just remember I went up to him and I said, "Hello, Mister. I'm learning the guitar." And he spent the whole of the break showing me stuff. He was really nice.
Yeah, he's a fantastic guy.
But that was the first Patrick Eggle I saw. And then there's someone else I know called Adam Evans who plays guitar
okay.
with Rick Astley and
Oh yeah, he
Nick
started.
Kershaw.
He's playing them. Which one do you want to play?
I don't mind.
Well, maybe we should try. Well, maybe we should swap.
Oh, no, that one feels lighter than that one.
I don't know. We're going real geeky now.
Well, hang on, right. Hold them both up like that, and then I'm going to take one after the other.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh no,
I think.
no. Oh, that feels heavier.
But you and I are getting quite old, and I think our arms are getting.
No, that
more
one feels
worn out.
lighter. I don't know. They're probably the same. What do you play then? I'll play. first met John when we were quite a lot younger.
We were a lot younger.
And we used to do cycling together. And some of the classic moments were on the back of the I was on the back of the tandem, because John was a very, very good cyclist, and I was just I'd only just started, but he made me go on the back of the tandem with him, and we did 10 miles in about 17 minutes or something.
We did something. I think it was something ridiculous.
And I've never been in so much pain in my life. So we did that. That was one of the things we did. And one of the other ones, we were going downhill at about 50 mile an hour, and the front tyre exploded.
We had that big.
And I just sat there like this, and somehow we just went in a straight line and came to a stop. And my favourite one was when we were cycling along, and that tramp with the there's a tramp with a massive bottle of cider or something, and we pulled up, and he always shaved his legs and had all the really smart gear and the best bike you can imagine, and he pulled up, and I had hairy legs, and we pulled up.
Stealing my phone ass.
Yeah, we pulled up, and the tramp went to him, "Oi, fat ass!"
I think it's other things. I'll tell you, that time when we went out and it was it was basically Tom had said, "Oh, there's snow, we shouldn't go out cycling." I said, "Look, don't be so stupid, it never snows down." And we went out anyway, clap of thunder like Tom predicted and said on the weather, and it literally did snow, and I was like, that is a classic. And, oh, what a laugh. I've been enjoying the country thing now this year.
Yeah.
Whiskey over us, been good fun, hasn't it? Yeah. You're back on
And your radio interview.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Someone's just been talking about you on the radio. Have they? I bet I know that.
Yeah, that's right. I think we nearly discussed that, didn't we? I think we nearly had a bit of a text.
Yeah, I do like this.
Which is your favourite?
I haven't played that one yet.
Oh, well, we should swap over, maybe. Should we do that? Should we? Let's swap. We could do swap an amps, isn't it? I should say this one has got those D'Addario XL coaty things that Greg Koch uses.
Oh yeah.
And that one has got the ones that Patrick ships it with. And I'm actually not sure what they are. Looking at the back of them.
Are they the same?
Dare I say that they're the same?
Same gauge.
They're the same gauge, but these coaty ones somehow they don't feel the same gauge.
They feel thinner to me.
Yeah, but they're not.
Well, sometimes it's the guitar. The stiffer the guitar is, the
yeah, right.
the more bendy the strings are. Because if the neck's really, I think this is right, but if the neck's really stiff, when you bend the string, and the neck's not giving at all. If the neck has got a little bit of giving it, then obviously when you bend the string, it'll pull the neck.
Because I think that's the whole thing with that roasting, isn't it? It's supposed to, because that neck is thinner than this neck. It's a bit.
Well, let's try to play something else. I'll do that. So this is B.
Yeah, it's fantastic. You can just attenuate the lead channel, which is quite cool.
Oh, right.
So you can have one side attenuated just for the lead, so you can crunch it up more, and you can have this one clean, or you can attenuate the whole amp. So it depends on.
Well, that's a good idea because you don't necessarily want to attenuate the clean.
No.
So if you turn it right down and whack the volume right up, so you get it, does it go really crunchy but quiet?
Let's try that. So that's full volume.
Sorry. So what's that attenuated to, like 5 watts or something?
Yes.
That's nice.
It's that warm kind of natural crunching sound. But I think you and I are sort of talking, and we're not killing each other.
No, that's not too loud. You can use that at home like that.
Brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, that is.
You know, I'm not short of equipment. I know you're not either. So the pair of us, maybe we
I'm
could.
more short than I tell you. I think I am short of equipment.
In fact, actually, you won't remember, but I think you were doing a gig somewhere abroad, and you wanted to borrow my Marshall Governor pedal, which I think you've still got.
I have still got
Oh,
it. Well, we got distracted and waylaid. As you can see, we've moved on to different guitars. We've got an Albert Lee one here.
Which is pretty cool. He's even signed it. How cool is that? Hold it up there.
Yeah.
Oh, even though it's his signature upside down, that's good. For
No, it should be all right.
Oh yeah.
But the yeah, I completely forgot to sign off on the video, so I hope you enjoyed the video. This is John.
Thanks very much.
This is all his stuff. I'll have to come back and do
No, it's
another.
not all my stuff. It's your stuff.
Oh, sorry, it's my stuff. We'll have to come back to here to look at more of my stuff and do another video at some point. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Hit like, hit subscribe, and I bring out news videos at 7 PM UK time every Friday. So I will hopefully see you next week.